Hello, welcome. Let's discuss the current affairs of today in the Indian Express newspaper. This article, the first article, India will give fierce reply if tested. Stand up to expansionism, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Uh, Expansionism is the 18th century thinking and reverberate to the new thinking, says Modi in veiled reference to the China regarding its expansionism policy. Says soldiers secure India, give it choice. That means he is opposing the China strategy of expansionism. And regarding this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the give and fierce reply uh, at the against the global expansionism of the Chinese policy on the Diwali at the iconic Longewala post in the Rajasthan and Jaisalmer Air Force Base. From these two places, he joined the meeting. Where is the Longewala post means? Let's look at it. This is the map of India. Here is the Longewala. Just a minute. On the border of the Rajasthan and the Pakistan is the Longewala, region of Longewala. Here is the Longewala War Memory. It's famous for its Longewala War between the India and Pakistan, and it is on the northwestern side of the Rajasthan, and here is the Jaisalmer, and this is the map pointing of the uh, Longewala, and it is located from. This is the Jaisalmer. He may ask where the Longewala post is located. You can say from the this is the northwest, right? From the northwest side of the Jaisalmer, you can say. These are regarding the facts of Longewala. And coming to the article, Longewala, where India thwarted a large Pakistani force in the 1971. In the Longewala, India responsible for the thwarting of the Pakistani forces in 1971 in a larger move and making India's clear strategy regarding this, and all these things are guarded and not that important. And coming to the next article, 18th East Asia Summit attended by the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar, and he talked about the territorial integrity and sovereignty again. He says that importance of adhering to the international law and respecting territorial integrity and sovereignty will promote the rule-based international order. These all the things will be helped in the mains answer writing, mainly in the PSIR, IR, international relations questions. And coming to the next thing, he spoke about the integrity and sovereignty after the Indo-US 2+2 dialogue, where he also referred these things of integrity and sovereignty, and he raised up the issue of the South China Sea, where China is acts as an aggressionist policy and a concern about actions and incidents that occurred in this region, clearly referring to the China's aggressive actions. And coming to the next things, there is a need for the international cooperation in the post-COVID world to across the national boundaries to cutting the challenges of terrorism, climate change, and pandemic. And coming to the 15th East Asia Summit, what is all about the East Asia Summit and what are the members of it? Let's look at it. Coming to the East, these are the marked countries are the East Asian Summit members USA, Russia, India, China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and all the Asian nations. These are the members of the East Asian nations. And coming to the East Asia Summit, it is a forum organized by the uh, leaders of the 16 countries of the East Asia and the Southeast Asia and the South Asia and the Oceanic regions. Coming to the Oceanic regions, here is the Australia and Japan. These are in the Oceanic regions. And coming to the East Asian nations, these are the Asian nations. 10 nations are the East Asian nations. And coming to the Southeast Asian nations, India and the China and all these things are the Southeast Asian nations and Oceanic nations. And apart from this, USA and Russia are also members of this Asian Summit. This membership was expanded from 16 to 18 countries, including Russia and USA, in the 6th East Asian Summit of 2011. After the 2011, Russia and USA also joined, thus the membership of East Asia Summit expanded to 18. Since its establishment, ASEAN had the central role in this leadership forum of the East Asian Summit. The 10 countries of the Asian nations have the central role in the leadership of this forum, and annual Asian leaders will have held the meeting and plays important role in regional architecture of the Asia Pacific region. And the first summit was held in the Kuala Lumpur in the Malaysia on 14 December 2005. And coming to the membership, it was organized generally East Asia, into the here you have to remember some facts regarding the Asian plus 3 and other group is Asian plus 6. Coming to the Asian plus 3, what are the 3 members regarding the other than Asian is coming to the group of Asian plus 3 is the combination of 10 Asian countries, and the 3 countries are China, Japan, and the South Korea. These 3 countries combine the plus 3 countries of the apart from the Asian. This is the Asian plus 3 grouping. And coming to the Asian plus 6 grouping means including these plus 3 and other than these and apart from these other 3 countries have been added to this, and this is combined together formed as Asian plus 6. What are the plus 6 countries means? India, Australia, and New Zealand. India, Australia, and New Zealand. These 3 countries, and above these 3 countries combined to form Asia plus 6 countries. What what is the Asian plus 6 countries? China, Japan, South Korea, India, Australia, and New Zealand, and 10 Asian member nations. This is combined to form Asian plus 6. Apart from this, there are 2 countries. What are they means? Russia and USA. These 2 countries are from external, and all these combined form the East Asian Summit. And what are the Asian member nations means? Just a minute. Coming to the Asian nations, what are the Asian nations means? Brunei, Cambodia, China. The first thing is first Asian, Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar. After Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, and finally Thailand and Vietnam. These are the all Asian nations. All these combined to form Asian and East Asian Summit, Asian +3 and Asian +6 and all Asian East Asian Forum Summit. This is all about the South East Asia. Coming to the next article. And finally, this year East Asia Summit occurred in the Bangkok. And all this about East Asian Summit. And the next article, India among the 6 countries with highest tally infants who did not get measles vaccine, says the report. That means highest tally infants, చిన్న పిల్లలు ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళకి మీసెల్స్ వ్యాక్సిన్ అందనటువంటి కంట్రీస్లో హైయెస్ట్ ఉన్న 6 కంట్రీస్లో ఇండియా కూడా ఒకటి అని చెప్పి ఈ రిపోర్ట్ చెప్తుంది అని చెప్పి హెడ్డింగ్ ఇచ్చారు. ఇక్కడ చూసుకున్నట్టయితే ఇండియా వాజ్ అమంగ్ ద 6 కంట్రీస్ విత్ among the highest number of infants who had not received the vaccine against the measles. వ్యాక్సిన్ మీసెల్స్కి కరెక్ట్ టైంలో అందినటువంటి కంట్రీస్లో 6 కంట్రీస్లో మోస్ట్ హైయెస్ట్ 6 కంట్రీస్లో ఇండియా కూడా ఒకటి. దీనివల్ల వైరల్ లోడ్ అనేది డిసీజ్ సంబంధించి 2019లో పెరిగిపోయింది వరల్డ్ వైడ్ అని చెప్తున్నాడు. హైయెస్ట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ కేసెస్ రిపోర్టెడ్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ 23 years. 1996 నుంచి కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే ఈ 2019 అనేది హైయెస్ట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ కేసెస్ లోడ్ అనేది కనిపించింది అని చెప్పి చెప్తున్నాడు అనమాట. ఎవరు రిపోర్ట్ పబ్లిష్ చేశారంటే WHO అలాంగ్ విత్ US సెంటర్స్ ఫర్ డిసీజ్ కంట్రోల్ అండ్ ప్రివెన్షన్. A total of 1.2 million children did not receive the first dose of measles containing vaccine in 2019 in India. In India, that means ఇండియాలో వైరస్ సంబంధించి ఫస్ట్ డోస్లో MCV1 measles containing virus 1 ఫస్ట్ డోస్ మీన్స్ 1. ఈ 1 డోస్ సంబంధించి ఫస్ట్ డోస్ సంబంధించి ఇండియాలో 1.2 million చిల్డ్రన్ అనేవాళ్ళు ఈ వ్యాక్సిన్ని పొందలేదన్నమాట. దే ఆర్ అన్ఏబుల్ టు రిసీవ్ దిస్ వ్యాక్సిన్. ఇండియాతో పాటు మిగిలిన 5 కంట్రీస్ ఏవంటే నైజీరియా 3.3 million పాపులేషన్, ఇథియోపియా 1.5 million పాపులేషన్, డెమోక్రటిక్ రిపబ్లిక్ ఆఫ్ కాంగో 1.4 million population, Pakistan 1.4 million population, Philippines 0.7 million population. This is the population of the infants who did not receive the vaccine of the measles containing virus. Title, what is the title of this report means? Progress towards regional measles elimination worldwide 2000 to 2019. This was the report, and from states that cross world increased to 8,69,770 in the 2019. 2019లో ఈ కేసెస్ లోడ్ అనేది 8,69,770కి పెరిగిందనమాట. 1996తో కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే WHO రీజన్స్తో ఇదే హైయెస్ట్ అనమాట. గ్లోబల్ మీస్లెస్ డెత్స్ ప్రపంచం మొత్తంగా 2016లో 16 నుంచి చూసుకున్నట్టయితే 50% గ్లోబల్ డెత్స్ అనేటివి పెరిగినాయి అంటున్నాడు 2016తో కంపేర్ చేసుకున్నట్టయితే. ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ లైవ్స్ ఆఫ్ 2,07,500 మిలియన్స్ హ్యావ్ బీయింగ్ లాస్ట్ డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ ఇయర్స్. And comparing with this report side, failure of the vaccination on time of the two doses of the measles containing vaccine. 2 doses లో ఫెయిల్యూర్ అనేది బాగా కనిపిస్తుంది ఈ వ్యాక్సిన్ డోస్ ఇచ్చే దాంట్లో అని చెప్తున్నాడు. ఏవేమంటే MCV1 అండ్ MCV2 ఈ 2 dosesలో తగ్గుతుంది అంటున్నాడు. ఎలా తగ్గిందంటే ఫస్ట్ టోటల్ కవర్ చేయడానికి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 95% ఐడియల్ వ్యాక్సిన్ డోస్ అనేది అవైలబిలిటీలో ఉండాల నేషనల్ సబ్ నేషనల్ లెవెల్స్లో. కానీ ఇక్కడ చూసుకున్నట్టయితే MCV1 కవరేజ్ వచ్చేసి 84 నుంచి 85% మధ్యలో ఉంది. MCV2 కవరేజ్ వచ్చేసి 71%లోనే ఉందన్నమాట. MCV1 అనేది స్టాగ్నెంట్గా ఉంది, స్టేబుల్గా ఉంది, పెరగట్లేదు తగ్గట్లేదు. MCV2 స్టడీగా పెరుగుతూ పోతుంది కానీ పర్సంటేజ్ అయితే ఇప్పటి వరకు తక్కువగా ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ MCV3 చూసుకున్నట్టయితే 95%. సారీ, there is no data of MCV3. వ్యాక్సినేషన్ కవరేజ్ అనేది దీన్ని బట్టి చూస్తే యాక్చువల్గా ఉండాల్సిన 95% కంటే చాలా తక్కువ ఉందని చెప్తున్నాడు అనమాట. దెర్ ఈస్ అర్జెంట్ నీడ్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్ ద అవైలబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ద వ్యాక్సిన్ ఫర్ దీస్ వైరల్ డిసీజెస్. దీస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ దిస్ report of the vaccine availability. Coming here, photo regarding the remembrance of the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Take a note on the personality of the Jawaharlal Nehru. And these all about today's current affairs. Let's see if there are any articles other than. And coming this article, next article regarding the Typhoon Vamco of the Philippines and Vietnam made several landfalls and the submerged regions in the region. Coming to the terminology, typhoon is type of a cyclone in the Pacific area regions, and in the tropical regions the typhoon is called as cyclone, and in the Pacific region areas it is called typhoon, and in the Australian regions it is called Willy Willies, and the same term is used differently. Vietnam was bracing a Typhoon Vamco, making country's landfall central coast nearly on Sunday. Death toll reached to 53. Country's deadliest storm this year. This is the one of the deadliest storm of the Vietnam, and packing up to 165 km/h. The speed of the wind. Vamco is forecast to hit swath of Vietnam coast in the Han Ton to Quang Ngay province, the government's weather agency said on Saturday. This is a very strong typhoon. Prime Ministers in Philippines Coast Guard and disaster management. Nothing important. The naming of the tufans of the this typhoon naming was given by an agency of the Japan, and that's all you have to remember. What is the difference between typhoons and Willy Willies and cyclones? These are the things. And coming to the next things, nothing is important. That's all for the day. Thank you.